What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of B is for Build. Today's episode is the episode that almost never ended from the last episode, continuing on, meaning we haven't slept. In today's episode, we're going to document the journey of taking this car to Las Vegas, building it and assembling it somehow in a parking lot somewhere, I'm guessing, and then driving it into the SEMA show, getting it set up for SEMA, and showing you what the final result of our 2019 SEMA build is going to look like. Stay tuned. We fired her up, and she fired right back.
Something's leaking oil out.
Looks like we got a weird oil leak. We didn't really expect. At first we thought it was our header wrap, you know, just taking a second, but...
No, that's a lot of oil.
That's a ton of oil. Oh man, that's a problem. Well, we figured out our problem. This is actually kind of what I suspected right away when I found out it was an oil leak. It's just a loose fitting. Working these really long nights, you know, and having multiple people jump in and out of different jobs, accidents are bound to happen, and that's exactly what happened. So that fitting was just like completely hand loose. You could just, you know, oh, careful, car's moving. Almost ran my foot over. Anyways, so yeah, so we're gonna tighten it down. It is like just you know, a couple hours before we leave for SEMA. Now our car's all smoky flavored, so I'm gonna burn some of that off with another startup. All right, we got those oil lines all fixed up, so hopefully there will be no more leaking. I did want to fire it up, but we also noticed one more thing is that our alternator wasn't charging the car as it was running, and we want to save the battery that we have for Vegas, so we're just gonna go ahead and push it onto the trailer. All right, it was no easy task. We had to use airlift and wood and all sorts of great stuff, but we got the Burnt-A-Con on the trailer. Now, the original game plan was for me to take my green Huracan. Chelsea and I were going to jump in the green one, and Kyle was going to drive the truck and the trailer, and we were all going to head off to Vegas together, but plans have changed. We managed to go so far past the deadline that it's 3 a.m. right now. Keep in mind, I haven't slept in 3 days, and I have my SEMA Battle of the Builders Young Guns judging obligations, and judging starts tomorrow at 7 p.m. So today technically at 7 p.m. So I would literally have to jump in the green Huracan and drive nonstop, not having slept for 3 days, and that's like a legitimate no sleep 3 days, and go all the way there. So I thought, you know what, that's pretty dangerous, doesn't seem very smart. So I'm gonna catch a plane in about 2 hours and get to Vegas a little early, go to sleep, wake up and do that. Meanwhile, Kyle is going to drive this bad boy all the way to Vegas and meet us there. So we will catch up with you guys in Las Vegas, hopefully in a nice parking lot with a little B is for Build spot for us to B is for Build. What's up, everybody? It is like 24 hours later, almost to the dot from where we left you guys. So we left you guys back in Portland, Oregon with Kyle and myself loading the car up onto the trailer. So fast forward a little bit, Chelsea and I got on an airplane. We flew here to Vegas because I had a meeting that I had to hit at 7 p.m. Kyle, the hero that he is, drove through the night, through the day, into the night again, and made it here. So it's 3 a.m. and we have until 3 p.m. tomorrow to get the car offloaded off of this trailer onto the B is for Build Proving Grounds parking lot, aka the Hooters Overflow parking lot, and get it into the SEMA show. So a lot of people act like SEMA's full of ton of cars that don't drive, but that's actually not really the case. There's very few non-running, non-operable cars in SEMA. One of the reasons being why is it's so hard to get your vehicle in there. It's not like you can just park in some parking lot and push it in. There's thousands of cars in SEMA, and having one that's push powered ain't a good thing. So we can't be one of them. But let's keep in mind, the last time we tried to start this car, it tried to burn itself to the ground. And that was just like 27 hours ago. Just to add to the fun and the timelines and all the other stress, I have my next obligation for the SEMA Young Guns judging at 8:30 a.m. It's 3:30 a.m. right now, which gives us 5 hours to get this car ready and sorted enough to a point that Kyle can drive it into SEMA for us when it's ready. So it's time to get started. This is the last really stressful push. Once it gets into SEMA, we can just make it look good and everything will be awesome. This is serious time when it counts right now. So Kyle's gonna go ahead and pull the truck forward. We're gonna air up the suspension. We're gonna grab our blocks and everything. We're gonna get the car off of here. Then we're gonna work on engine-based stuff like that. We're gonna do another test fire, all that good stuff. Try and fix our alternator wiring. I'll tell you as we go. Let's get started. Job one done. We got the car off the trailer. We've got 4 hours of time left. So the biggest priority right now for me to figure out is the alternator, how to make the alternator work. Also, we're gonna be trying to charge the battery in case we can't get the alternator to work. So the truck has an AC outlet. We have a battery charger with us. So we're gonna back the truck up here, move the Huracan to get really close to it, run the battery charger across the two, keep the truck powered on, and that will charge the battery for the Huracan. In case we can't get the alternator to work, we're gonna hope to try and limp it into SEMA without. And then we're gonna be jacking up the car. I'm gonna get underneath it. And we're gonna start doing tests to see if we can get that alternator powered right. What we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna take a battery positive wire and we're gonna be connecting it to the two different pins underneath to the alternator to just see how it responds, how it reacts, if it kicks on and starts functioning under any configuration at all. If we nail the configuration, we'll wire it up permanently like that and we'll be great. So this alternator issue is like the big one technical issue. Everything else that's on the to-do list to go into SEMA is very simple, like just bolting stuff on. Throw the wide body kit on, throw the side skirts, all that stuff. Battery voltage 13.3. Last minute fix. Oh my God, the sun is out. Let's go. Yes. You guys, that is unbelievably huge. So I was under there for an hour and a half, super cramped spaces, trying to work in there and trying to figure out what needed to happen to make that work. I was trying different configurations and whatnot. Multiple tries didn't work. I finally got it configured the correct way. The thing that we started to realize is the battery was dying on this car. We were getting very low. I was trying to charge it with the Raptor and that wasn't working at all. And so if we had no battery, we had no way to drive this thing even to the convention center to get into SEMA. So we were like seriously gonna have to ask people to help us push it. Anyways, it was becoming a nightmare situation, but it is all salvaged now because we got that thing on there. So now time check, it is 6:03. I have 2.5 hours till I have to be out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finalize the fix that I did, make that as permanent as possible. Then we gotta start installing side skirts, rear diffuser plating, and wide body kit. Oh my God, you guys, we did it. We built the render. This is so insane. This is so insane. We got the wide body kit on. It is not bolted down yet. That's something that we're gonna do inside the Garrett booth once we get in there. This car looks absolutely gorgeous from every single angle. You can see why I really wanted to get those vents in there, because it helps kind of, you know, the turbos are still high, but it helps kind of level stuff out. You guys, it's so cool. It's so cool in every single way. The front is white and the back is black. We have a car that changes colors. Does it actually change color? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I haven't slept in 4 days. And I'm so proud right now. It's unbelievable. I don't even know how to handle myself. But I do know how I have to handle myself. We have to drive this thing into SEMA. Its first drive is gonna be out this thing. We're gonna hook her right there. We're gonna drive to the convention center, and we gotta drive this thing into SEMA. This is so unreal. I'm so proud of the guys, my team, and everything. This is unbelievable. 5 months. 5 months we took this car from being burnt in half. First LS swapped Huracan, first stick shift Huracan in the world, fastest stick shift Huracan in the world. All right, well, I could sit here and drool over this thing all day long. Thank God I get to keep it, so I can drool over it forever. We gotta get the hood on, and we gotta get going. Looks like we got a little residual oil. It's fitting for the burnt Huracan. We've got a little residual oil from our oil leak that's on that exhaust wrap. I'm gonna try and just let it burn off for a little bit. Because we can't really drive into SEMA like this. People are gonna get pissed. We're out of time. We're just gonna go for it. Keep an eye on it as it goes. Driving will only help get rid of it. Our coolant temperatures are doing really good. They're going down somehow, which is awesome. I think our fans are working really well. I'm not 100% sure, but this is fantastic. I don't know if I showed you guys the details of this Haltech dashboard, but it is awesome. We got all the information we want. Rev lights and everything. I mean, it's just so good. We're driving! We're driving a manual LS swap Huracan in Vegas. We barely have brakes. This is like driving an old Corvette. Like you have to really push the brakes. We have no brake booster right now. I don't know why. We installed it all correctly, but that's okay. It's a small problem. This is insanity. Our smoke is almost completely burned off, which is great. So the next smoke we see will really mean that we're on fire. Coolant temps are holding well. Oil pressure's good. Let's do this! 2 more miles and we'll make it to SEMA! Haven't slept in 4 days!
I just not put it on just in case we had to take it off or something.
Oh no. What if we're out of gas? Oh my God. What if we're out of gas? That was a pretty steady run out of gas, and I heard a couple blips. Is there a gas station anywhere?
Do you want to try starting it up, or we can get ready to push?
I mean, with how much traffic is here, we could probably pretty safely push.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we ran out of gas! Oh no. Is it green? No.
Yeah, it's green.
Not our turn.
Oh,
then.
not our turn.
I'm gonna see if we can. We ran out of gas. I thought we had more than that. How did we run out of gas? I don't think we're out of gas. Although that really seemed like an out of gas. Doesn't want to start now.
Push? Broke the Huracan in the middle of it.
All right, guys, so now I'm really late. I'm gonna try and tell the story as best I can. Basically, we ran out of gas. I can definitely just tell by the way it died, and then when we kicked it back on again, it just like blah, 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 blah. It got a little bit of juice, but then it just died out. So we're out of gas. It didn't want to restart when we were on the road over there because all the water pumps were running. It was pulling too much voltage. We couldn't get enough for the starter to kick over. In the future, we're gonna need to make some sort of a design so we can kill switch those things if we don't want them to be automatic. Apparently there's a gas station like right around the corner. I'm gonna sprint to the gas station, buy gas. We'll fill up the gas tanks and then we'll get back on the road. Added a couple gallons of gas and it fired right up. I think it was either a pressure thing because we accidentally had the vent closed off, or we ran out of gas, not really sure, but with a couple gallons, like I said, it's back on. So I'm out of breath, I've been running. So now we're ready to hit the road. Turbo's still spinning. You guys, the car is here. We've made it to SEMA. We got the car to SEMA. This is an unbelievable feeling. I have to run off and do Young Guns. Kyle and Tavares are gonna work together on getting this thing into the Garrett booth so we can continue working on it after Young Guns judging tonight. We did it. Our first drive was in the middle of Las Vegas. It's so awesome. It drives so insane. All right, into the booth. Damn, that looks good. So Kyle and Tavares actually helped out getting the car the rest of the way into the booth yesterday. Then I did all my Young Guns judging stuff, got that out of the way. It's about 9 o'clock right now, and Chelsea and I are here to kind of put the final touches on the car. So we had, during shipping, one of our vents popped out, so we got to glue that thing back in. There's still some protective wrap on a little bit of the vinyl, so we got to make sure that is taken off as well. The wide body kit is not fastened down, so that's something that we want to look into, make sure that we can get it all nice and tight and down to the car. And we got a new steering wheel. So we're gonna get to work. I'll update you guys in a second. All right, so Chelsea and I have just been working on cleaning up some basic things. I've been cleaning off the threads that had resin on them from our wide body kit so we can hopefully tighten it down. Although we'd like to pull the whole quarter off to do this. I'm gonna try and just sneak around and get what I can get for the show. Audi R8 steering wheel is out. Sparco 1 is in, and we have the quick release that's gonna space it off. My adapter came in the mail. We picked it up at the hotel this morning, so that's the adapter, just test fit in there right now. So we're gonna go adapter, quick release, wheel, and it should be in great placement. Steering wheel is a huge success. It looks really, really good in here. I can still access my paddle shifters just fine, which is really important for me because these are going to be our blinkers when we get home. And I just glued in our nice little trim piece for our shifter boot, and then so it's got a little electrical tape on it holding the glued piece down. So as soon as we come in the morning, we'll rip that off. Nobody will know anything. There's a little bit too much gluing going on in the center console than I would have liked, but what are you gonna do? All right, guys. Well, it is midnight on Monday, meaning SEMA officially opens tomorrow morning, and we have to get out of here now. But the car is finally complete. We got the body kit cleaned up, chased all those threads out, and then actually used nuts and bolts to attach it there in the back. We cleaned the whole car, fixed our hood vent, got our steering wheel in there, got our shifter boot cleaned up. Everything is looking great. Our exhaust colored up really nicely from our drive today, so it looks really good. The back is killing it. We put these little guys on here. I don't even know what they're called, but we had a talk at the shop on the last day, and we decided that we want to go with them. They're off the Super Trofeo kit. Kind of helps fill out that back end a little bit. It looks phenomenal. It's exactly what I wanted to build. It exactly matches the render. I am really, really stoked to unveil this thing tomorrow. One last piece, Lamborghini emblem. I don't know if there's a hole. There's nothing on this car gets on there without building. That hole's too small. I'm gonna drill out that hole, and then I can install my emblem and make this build be done. All right, guys, I got the emblem on. It looks amazing. Now this thing is under wraps. This is gonna be hidden until our unveil, which is tomorrow, the opening day of SEMA at 2 p.m. I'll catch you guys up there. What's up, everybody?
I'm too tall.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate having all of you here. You guys, we'll talk about the background after, but if it's okay, can we just take the cover off? Cool? So while they're working on, I just want to thank my team. You guys know Oscar and Kyle. None of this would have been possible without these guys helping me out. Let's hope it doesn't hook any important body parts and just come flying off with it. Came out pretty nice. So you guys know, Garrett Turbos, we want to have the turbos be a very center point part of the build that was focused on. Thank you very much. So we built some really cool exhaust work, charge pipes, everything to be able to showcase these turbos. They sound amazing. We got to drive it for the first time on the streets of Las Vegas. It was scary. We almost burnt the car down twice on the way here, but it made it. You guys know we got a super Fareoh body last minute, imported from Poland. Everything on this car except for the roof is carbon fiber. The floor panels are carbon fiber. The wide body is carbon fiber. Coming in weighing at 2,700 pounds. Sooner than later, our Texas Speed engine right here. Texas Speed is over here. Thank you to our sponsor. Then we're going to get this thing up to 1,500 wheel horsepower. It's going to be a pretty massive thing. Drag racing is definitely going to be a focus in the future. So yeah, we built the first stick shift LS swap Huracan in the world. We're very proud of it. Enjoy, guys. I'm gonna stop talking. If anybody wants pictures, autographs, anything like that, we'll be here. Thanks.